I am a fortunate man. I am fortunate to be here with these really great people. I'm fortunate that you are here. I mean, right, there's a game, right? Thank you. But I think maybe the most fortunate thing I have for this talk is that I started over. You see, I had my talk all planned before I got on the plane. And to sit next to a man who's looking down and giving a talk to somebody who's 20 miles in the air. He's a futurist.
24.
For the last 30 years, he just goes around the world and tells people what the future is going to be.
No se cortó el track. De acá.
So in my best academic skills, I'm thoroughly interviewing you. I was a glass of wine as well. And fortunately,
Entonces por el plan 24, 48 de grabación.
it was pretty much just like what Dr. Harvey did, except I didn't have a rocket ship. It wasn't going to be as interesting. What he taught me was that as a futurist, you need to identify the difference between facts. Those are those things that everybody rushes to the store to get that special doll that 3 years later sits in the corner gathering dust. Trends that are really interesting, going to go for a while, and good to be on the bus, but this is not going to be a long journey. And principles. He said you have to identify the basic core principles that are going on right now. And like a good science fiction writer, we then project those principles out to the future to create a mind-changing something. And that's why he flies business class all over the world. So the principles, so I actually didn't finish my talk about 40 minutes. The principles that I decided I can write my science fiction story on are the fact that information availability huge now and only going to get more.
¿Te fuiste otra o fue por lo mismo?
No, much good.
Como sí, como ya es que se veía más paseado por su producto. Es que de repente yo creo que como le queda mucho de la cultura de entonces de repente se aclara. Hace un proceso mucho más que sí, pero sí depende mucho de
Not just what risk do you have for a given disease, but which particular intervention pharmacologically best suits that particular genetic profile.
¿Se encontró?
Okay?
¿Se encontró frío?
So those are the two principles.
¿Dónde estaba?
One thing I did say,
¿Es segura? Fernando.
and the other thing he pointed out is you really have to tell your audience, look, don't take this seriously. So as we cross this pretty a little bit shaky bridge, suspend a little bit. Suspend your need to hold on for teaching basic science. Just go with me. One of the guys that used to be a funny guy at the University of Washington always had these wonderful one-liners. Most of them, by the way, were politically incorrect back in the 70s and were totally unacceptable now. But this one I liked. Healthcare is so expensive, it'd be cheaper to send everybody to medical school. Okay. You know, until I started thinking about the availability of information today, I really suddenly that quote from 30, 20 years ago came back. And I thought, my gosh, that might actually be our future. Okay? We're not going to send them to medical school, but the exactly based on DNA analysis what your risk issues are and how your body functions is going to be available to you. You saw Reisenberg's contact lenses telling us just what we're doing at any given moment. Well, put that out in the future. What's that going to be? So information. So patients won't necessarily be smarter, have more information than doctors, but we will be close. All right? And that ability to diagnose with our technology, we're just not going to need all the basic sciences. The clinical sciences. The most revolutionary thing that will happen in our culture, based on these two principles, is that death will no longer be an enemy. We won't read obituaries anymore that say she fought a valiant fight. She lost her battle to cancer. We're not going to see that anymore. Because you see, you're going to know whenever you want what your death is. What they do. And it will no longer be what we experience now as a lost and hard time. It'll be something that we prepare for long before the end. This little article is the principle that I built on. Grows the target patient as well as disease. But you know, we read every day about the ability to do our DNA analysis. So, if that's our future, then what is the doctor? And the physician will be, and I love Dr. Eisenberg's phrase, except that he called it health coach. And I'm going to say a member of the health coaching team. The physical therapist will actually be your personal trainer. And so what we're going to have to do as educators is select and train the members of that health coaching team. I don't even call them physicians anymore. I don't want to have those distinctions. Who are excellent advisors, coaches. Because in order for you to succeed in guiding what you have earned based on your genetic profile, you're going to have to eat right. You're going to have to exercise. I kind of hope there's no magic pill that allows me to eat all these wonderful desserts. I kind of want to still have a little discipline. And I'm going to want somebody who knows how to help me maintain those healthy choices. Because I don't need now anybody to basically tell me how my heart is doing or create a differential diagnosis for me. I need somebody and I need that team to help me get to the end point that I've earned. Jeff will still be with us. So, I wanted to keep mine short, simply to take advantage of the fact that you now have the good fortune of speculating